Good morning. What a great day this is today. I'm glad to be able to be here with you. We've been away with Meg's mother and father a bit. We were able to ask some questions and think about some things. Meg's father, Gordon, will be 91 in August. And we talked about some things that our parents said as we were growing up. Some things like, let your head be more than a hat rack, meaning think about things. My dad had a real peach of a saying. He said, son, let people think you're ignorant. Don't open your mouth and remove all doubt. So I think all of our parents had things that they said. I found that one humorous. Some people would think it was a little harsh, but I think it's really neat to think back on the way our parents gave us advice. They talked about things. I like to say work smarter, not harder. But we like to share maybe some things of life through sayings and things that we say. Some of you may have heard teachers or other people say, there's no such thing as a dumb question. That's not something I ever heard from my dad. He would say, son, you need to think a little bit more before you ask some of those questions. Well, Paul, the reason I think about that is Paul in our lectionary this week in chapter 6 of Romans, and in our book that we're going through, he says, it's there where he says, well then, if grace abounds the more I sin, some people say, shouldn't I sin more that God's grace would abound more? Well, that's not a real smart question. That's really a rhetorical question, showing the people that are saying those kind of things the ignorance of their idea that I'm free to do whatever I want to do because of grace. It probably would be more in line with what the psalmist says in Psalm 26. And I think of Psalm 26 because today is the 26th day of the month. And I like to read the psalm of the day. And he says in there, vindicate me, God, O Lord, for I walk in integrity. I trust in you without wavering. Test me, Lord, for I am faithful, and I love the house in which you dwell. You see, I think even in the Old Testament, they knew better. They knew that we love God. And if you love God, everything else is details. If we want to be in the place where God dwells, if we want to be in God's presence, we love God. And we don't have to worry about the law. We don't have to worry about sin. And that's the reality. Not, hey, I need to sin more. It's, hey, how much can I love? And how much can I lift up God in what I do? Think about that through this day, and may God bless you. Have a wonderful day.